Hello friends, I am Sheetal Avade, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, Vidya Vikas Art, Commerce and Science College, Samudrapur, District Varta. Here, today we study the topic thermodynamic and kinetic stability of metal complexes as per the syllabus of RTM, Nagpur University, Nagpur. This topic is involved in Unit 2, Same 6, Paper 1. So, start our topic. First one is about the stability of the metal complexes. So, first one is metal complexes. Metal complexes formed by the metal and the ligand. So here metal it is the central position, and here is the ligand L for the ligand. Here ligand it is the electron donor, and metal it is the electron acceptor, and overall this is the metal complexes. And this stability of the metal complexes generally means that it exists under the favorable condition without undergoing decomposition and has a considerable shelf life. That means after this form of the metal complexes, it is non-decomposable. So the term stability of the metal complexes cannot be generalized since the complex may be stable to one reagent or some condition, and it may be unstable. That means the same complex it's unstable in the presence of the another condition. So on the basis of this, the stability of the metal complexes is governed by the two different aspects such as the thermodynamic and kinetic stability. That means the stability of metal complexes divided into two: thermodynamic stability and the kinetic stability. So, stability, thermodynamic stability of a complex refers to its tendency to exist under equilibrium condition. In general, metal complexes cannot be prepared from their corresponding starting material in gaseous phase. But that means it cannot be formed from the metal and the ligand in their gaseous phase, but are prepared in aqueous solution. In aqueous solution, when ligand replace water molecules from aqua complexation, a new complex is formed at the equilibrium. And this thermodynamic stability which deals with the metal ligand bond energy, as there is the replaceable of the water molecule from the ligand. So this metal ligand bond energy, thermodynamic stability depends on the metal ligand bond energy as well as the stability constant of this reaction. So this stability constant, which is also called as the equilibrium constant as well as the formation constant. Next one is the kinetic stability. Now this word kinetic is determine the rate of the reaction or the speed of the reaction. So this kinetic stability is related to the reactivity of the metal complexes in the solution. Kinetic stability related to how fast a compound reacts rather than how stable it is. So this kinetic stability deals with rate of the reaction as well as the activation energy. Now this kinetic stability, as in thermodynamic stability, we will say that this compound is stable, this one is the not stable. But in kinetic stability, which is divided into two types, labile complexes and inert complexes, which depends on when the rate of substitution of the ligand is high. The complex is the labile, and when the rate of there is the no substitution of the ligand, then it is the inert complex. For example, consider aqueous solution of tetraamino copper 2 complex. Okay, and this aqueous solution in this aqueous solution we add the concentrated HCl in it. First, this solution it is the blue in color. After the addition of the concentrated HCl, this solution is turned into green in color. So this green in color due to the formation of the complex tetra aqua copper 2. So there is the replace of the amino ligand by the chloride one. So this is there is the ligand substitution is takes place. That's why it is called as the labile complex. Same in aqueous solution of the hexaamino cobalt 3. We add the concentrated HCl at the room temperature. There is the no exchange of the ligand. So this is the inert complex. So here you will better understand about the labile complex and inert complex. After the stepwise formation constant. So in that syllabus there is the two topics: stepwise formation constant and the overall formation constant, and this constant depends on the equilibrium constant. So again, if we take the hexaquo metal having the n oxidation state, okay, this is the aqueous solution, and in this water molecule it's also act as a ligand. The water molecule stepwise replaced by the ligand L. So which is called so we replace the water molecule by the ligand L by stepwise, not the direct. One by one we replace the water molecule by the ligand. So here we take the as consider this whole complex. We take this whole complex as the M, and we replace one of the water molecule from this complex by ligand L. The formation is MlH2O5. Okay, so this is represented as Ml. So start the reaction. Here we start metal or this complex, and this add the ligand. So what happened here? One of the water molecule from this, which is replaced by the L. The formation is the Ml. Now this equilibrium constant K1, which is determined by the concentration of the product divided by concentration of the product divided by product of the concentration of reactant. So it is represented at K1, which is equal to concentration of Ml divided by concentration of M into concentration of L. Now in the second stage, as this first product is formed, again we add the one ligand and there is the formation of Ml2. So at that time equilibrium constant K2, again this is the product, concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant. That means concentration of Ml2 divided by concentration of Ml into concentration of L. Like that, if we add successively ligand by replace of water molecule, finally we get MLN minus 1 plus L, which gives the MLN, where equilibrium constant, which is equal to concentration of MLN divided by concentration of MLN minus 1 into concentration of N. So here K1, K2, K3, Kn, this is the equilibrium constant, which is also called as the stepwise stability constant or stepwise formation constant. So this is the expression for stepwise formation constant. Next one is the overall stability constant. In stepwise formation constant, we add the ligand stepwise or successively. In this overall stability constant, if we require the one ligand, just add the this aqueous complex and direct add the ligand. How much ligand we require? If we require one ligand, add the one. If we require the two ligand, add the two. If we require the three ligand, add the three. That means if this M plus L, if we want to replace the one water molecule by the one ligand, then it is the Ml, and this beta 1, which is again the sum of the equilibrium constant, which is equal to concentration of product, that means Ml, and concentration of reactant, that means concentration of M into concentration of L. If we add the two ligand, that means we have to substitute two water molecules by the two ligand, and there is the formation of the product Ml2. So like that, this equilibrium constant, which is equal to B2, which is equal to concentration of Ml2 divided by concentration of M into concentration of L square. There is the two ligands are involved, therefore we write this concentration of L square. If three ligands are involved, we write the concentration of L cube. How much of ligand involved? This is right in the power. So successively, final expression is M plus NL, which gives the MLN. Therefore, beta n, which is equal to concentration of MLN, which is the product, divided by product of concentration of M into concentration of N. So here beta 1, beta 2, beta 3, beta n, which is called as the overall stability constant. And the last one is the relationship between the stepwise and the overall formation constant. So start with this example. Let beta 2, it is the overall stability constant, which expression is concentration of Ml2 divided by concentration of M into concentration of L square. Now in that equation, if we multiply and divide by concentration of Ma, so we get that equation. Multiply and divide by concentration of Ma. So this is the part of the K1 stepwise for formation constant K1, and this is again K2, that means again second stepwise formation constant, that means it is the product of K1 into K2. So beta 2, which is equal to K1 into K2. If we solve this equation for B3, it gives the answer K1 into K2 into K3. For beta n, it is the K1 into K2 into K3 up to Kn. So this is the relation between stepwise and overall formation constant. Okay. Thank you. Here we complete our topic. Thank you.